of July 7th, 1990, David Jones and his girlfriend, 19-year-old Sandi Taylor, headed out to Red Rock Canyon National Conservation Area, less than 10 miles from Las Vegas. David and Sandi had only been going out for a few months, and on that day, David was planning to take Sandi hiking along one of his favorite trails.
Red Rock Canyon is an absolutely beautiful place to be. What do you think? Pretty nice. Because it's very isolated, it tends to be romantic. So it was a good opportunity for us to get to know each other a little bit better. We got our sandwiches, potato chips. Let me take the water.
Should I wear this?
Sandi's dad had given her a hat to make sure that she would keep the sun off of her head. But she really didn't like how it looked. Okay. Just make it up here. The going was pretty easy at first, but progressively it gets more and more difficult. It was hot. The temperature was easily over 100 degrees.
Good. Put your foot right here. There you go. Go. Hey, you're okay, you're okay. You got it, you got it.
Sandi is a less experienced hiker than I am, but she was like a trooper and just kept going.
That's actually really good. I mean, at this point, I am so hungry that anything would taste good.
After we ate our lunch, we decided to hike back down the canyon. You okay, Sandi? Sandi?
Yeah, okay.
The sun was directly over our heads, so it was getting a little bit hotter. You okay?
I'm really tired. Can you just sit down for a minute?
Well, Sandi, if we stop, what are we going to do? Both of us now were really hot. Got it? I felt it was better just to push it and get to the truck. Come on, Sandi, we're almost to the car. I didn't realize how bad the heat can be or what it can do to you. The water that we had was almost gone by this time. Air conditioning soon, you get there. Sandi, what are you doing? All of a sudden, she just took off running down the trail. Sandi? Are you okay? When I got to her, she was incoherent, and her face was very, very red.
Talk to me.
I had no idea what was going on with her.
Here, come on, let's get up. Come on. Come on.
I tried to encourage her to get up. Let's go. We're almost to the car. But she just laid there.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
We had not seen another person in our whole hike the whole day. I didn't know whether I should leave her and go get some help. I didn't know which way to turn.
Look over there. 17-year-old Melissa Durfee and her boyfriend Jim Thacker also happened to be hiking the same trail.
Hey, you guys. Come here, I need some help.
Come on, put them down.
Go.
When I saw her, something just clicked in my mind that it was from the heat.
I don't know.
We had almost turned back ourselves because it was just too much.
We were just hiking, and she was complaining about how hot it was.
She was red and puffy.
Yeah.
When I touched her, she was scary hot.
Okay.
We knew we needed to get her temperature down, so we got her to some shade.
Sandi?
Let's why don't you get some water?
Sandi, we're going to give you some water.
We started pouring water on her head. We just assumed that she would wake up right away.
I don't think it's helped.
Be careful. But the longer it took, the more frightened we became.
No.
She's throwing up.
Come here.
She wasn't coming out of it. We decided this was pretty bad.
Just dump it on her.
All right.
We kept the water on her neck and over her chest area and over her head.
What we should do?
Let's run something around her head, okay?
Her skin, it ate the water up. It was that hot. So we wrapped up her head so that it would hold the water to her.
She's still not coming out of it. Okay, you.
I started to think that this person might not make it.
I got it. Go.
There was a ranger station several miles down the road.
Sandi, okay?
We decided to go get help.
Don't worry, everything will be okay.
It'll be fine.
I kept thinking,
Why didn't I just listen to her? I just kept hearing her voice saying over and over, why don't we just stop? Why don't we just rest for a while? All of this could have been avoided, but I just kept pushing.
Right over here.
More than 30 minutes passed before the hikers returned with help, including Spring Mountain Ranch Park Ranger Jim Black.
It was almost immediately apparent that this woman was suffering from heat stroke. She was basically burning up inside. Her body was extremely overheated and had lost its ability to regulate its temperature.
Copy.
It's a condition where they might die in just a very few minutes before your eyes.
A Flight for Life helicopter arrived within 20 more minutes. Flight nurse Chris Adams immediately took charge at the scene.
It'll be okay.
You're okay, Sandy.
Here she is now. Here she is.
She's coming right now, Sandy.
What's going on? What do we got?
Heat stroke.
Okay.
Her condition was very serious.
We were,
Considering that they'd been cooling her aggressively for at least a half an hour. Her temperature was very high, 104.5.
Blood pressure 90/50.
You literally are just kind of cooking the tissues in your different organs.
I'm going to need to go ahead and intubate her then.
Hold her still.
Sandy, even though she was unconscious, she was fighting like anything.
Hold her still.
And I knew at that point in time, even though we'd just been dating for a very short period, that this girl had a tremendous strength inside.
Sandy, it's all
Okay,
right.
this isn't going to work.
I needed to cool her down as quickly as possible.
Put these under her arm, okay? Put that under her arm.
I applied ice packs and I started the IV line to help rehydrate her.
Okay.
But I've never seen a heat stroke victim that's lost consciousness survive, particularly one with as high a temperature as she had.
Let's go. You'll be all right, Sandy.
Sandy is just a beautiful person. She's fun to be around. She really is a great companion to me. Being without her would be horrible.
Nineteen-year-old Sandi Taylor arrived at Valley Hospital Medical Center in a coma.
She hasn't changed much since I left.
She was placed under the care of emergency physician Tony Fredericks.
We immediately applied cool compresses over her entire body and had fans blowing on her because evaporation is the most efficient means to cool these patients. However, her condition did not really improve. I felt that this woman could easily die or have permanent brain damage.
Sandy's parents, Bob and Susie Taylor, came to the hospital as soon as they were notified.
When I saw her, my heart just sank. Her eyes were wide open, but we would talk to her and there was nothing there.
All of your hopes and dreams are wrapped in your first child. All the things that you ever wanted for her, you see the possibility of that being snuffed out. I could never imagine not having you there with us.
We're all deeply religious, and so the first thing that we thought of was to give her a blessing. We had to put our faith in God to help Sandy pull through this. And the next morning, her mother greeted me and said, "David, she's out of the coma. And it looks like she's going to be okay."
We just got married.
Hey, lucky wearing the band of gold.
See it?
Miraculously, Sandy beat the odds and made a complete recovery. 6 months after the incident, she and David were married.
When you're in a situation when someone's life is in great danger, there is a strong bond that is created. The friendship that we've had and the love that we've shared with each other has been absolutely incredible.
Come here, Sarah.
Hey, hey.
My life today is so much richer and so much fuller.
Hey.
What are you doing, Raspberry?
I just remember it was really hot.
It felt like my head was frying, but I didn't know, gee, well, this is the sign of heat stroke, so I better really be careful.
What's that? Sarah?
I should have slowed down. I should have drank a lot more, but I didn't want to be embarrassed by the fact that I was feeling kind of sick. I never blamed David for what happened.
Sarah?
The doctors told us Sandy is one of the very few and very lucky people that recover 100% fully from this type of heat stroke.
Who's that?
If you're going to go out and be exposed to these kind of temperatures, have plenty of water. And you have to take protection from the sun. Wear a hat. And most important of all, listen to your father.
I look at Sarah sometimes and I think that if David hadn't been there for me, or those hikers hadn't been there, one person had been missing in the whole rescue loop, then she wouldn't be here at all. I never would have gone off that mountain without any of those people. And so I'm very grateful for all of them because I owe everything I have to them.